Last week to wrap up the non-conference season, the Suns defeated Sheboygan North over in Sheboygan by the score of 9-0. So 1-1 on the season for the Suns, 2-0 on the season for the Highlanders. Both teams opening up play here tonight in the conference. Just for your information purposes, West Bend West tonight opens up conference play. Also going to be a tough one for the Spartans. They're opening up in Whitefish Bay tonight against the Blue Dukes, and we'll try to keep track of that game for you as we progress. We'll also present to you our Text the Announcer booth segments throughout the course of the game. Text me your name and what you want to say, either hello to a player, good luck to a player, or just in general where you're watching the game from. We'd like to hear that too. So Text the Booth Announcer is available for us tonight at 920-918-0007. Again, that's 920-918-0007. So we are set to go. Homestead traveled extremely well here. Of course, it's not that far of a drive from Mequon Road up here to West Bend, about a 20-minute ride. And the Suns will get the football first to start this game off tonight. Homestead will kick it off. Highlanders dressed in their road whites with the black pants, white jerseys, burgundy trim, and the H on the helmet. Suns dressed in their home gray burgundy uniforms with the burgundy trim and the burgundy helmets. And we are set to get this thing underway as Thomas O'Brien will kick things off. Nice approach and a good kick and a good return coming up here for the Suns as it crosses the 40 out to about the 42-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for West Bend East. And they're going to mark him at about the 43-yard line. In the short North Shore Conference history, this series has been all Homestead right now. Highlanders have won all 4 of the previous meetings. Suns will try to change that tonight, hopefully. Shotgun formation to start things off here for the Suns. Here's Fountain's first play. He's going to hand the ball off. As Colton Kress was the ball carrier on the first carry of the game. Kress, the junior running back. 6 feet, 170 pounds. Peyton Fountain, we saw him in the opener, and then he gave way to the backup quarterback. Now 2nd down and 7. Fountain takes the snap, and the handoff coming busting around through, trying to get some running room. That was Kress once again catching the ball and running with it. So it's going to be a 3rd down now for West Bend East. There's a gain of 2. 3rd and 5. At the 47-yard line. Opening series just underway. Trips to the right. 1 back formation. Fountain takes the snap from center in the pocket, throws it over to the right side. It's caught and dropped. Had his man open there, had enough yardage for the 1st down. Krause could not come up with the catch. And so the Suns will go 3 and out on their opening possession here tonight. Last year the game was in favor of Homestead 28-7. In 2019, Homestead won 38-6. 2018 it was 42-17. And the first year of the North Shore Conference that these teams met was in 2017. It was Homestead winning it 32-3. Nice pump by Fountain. Going to be taken up there on a bounce catch by Anthony Chung. And Chung going to advance it across the 30-yard line to about the 32-yard line. So that is where Homestead will take it over for the first time tonight on their opening offense. So they've definitely outscored West Bend East in the previous 4 meetings. All right, Sal Balistrieri is the quarterback for Homestead. He's a junior, 6'1", 185 pounds. Moving along the line, and a penalty flag coming out already, and this one might back up the Highlanders 5 yards right out of the chute, and it will. So a false start on the Homestead Highlanders, and they'll make it a 1st and 15. Mentioned it at our doubleheader games 2 weeks ago on opening weekend with East and West. It's very good to see fans back in the stands this year, as well as the student sections. Theme night for both student sections. We'll talk about that here in a moment. Now 1st and 15 for the Highlanders. Balistrieri under center. And he'll hand the football off on their first offensive play that gets away, and they'll get about 4 yards back from the 5 that they originally lost. That was Ullman carrying the football. So the Highlander student section tonight going with a white-out theme as they're all dressed in white. Meanwhile, the theme tonight for West Bend East looks to be military camouflage night. So a gain of about 4. It's going to be 2nd down and 11 for Homestead. Out of the gun formation, quick pass over to the side. It's going to be caught out there by Rice. And Rice has got a little bit of running room still on his feet. And Rice gets it to about the 40-yard line. So a gain of about 7 yards on that particular play for a good one. So it's going to set up a 3rd and short here for the Highlanders. See some umbrellas starting to come out now in the crowd, so possibly a light drizzle. Again, a pretty heavy rain shower went over the area here before we went on the air this evening. It stopped, but it's still cloudy. So 3rd and 2 for Homestead, and they'll run the football, punch it through. There's a 1st down for the Highlanders across the 45 out to about the 47-yard line. Gain of about 4 yards on that play. That's the first down of the night. 1st and 10 for Homestead at the 46-yard line. 8:53 to play here in the opening quarter. No score. Suns went 3 and out on their opening series. Now Balistrieri out of the gun. And he'll keep it on the ground, pushing it through for maybe a tough yard gain there. As Miller carried it that time. So 2nd down and 9. Balistrieri takes the hand, and he'll give it this time to his running back, Rossman. Rossman cuts it back inside the 50, down to about the 47-yard line. So it'll set up another 3rd down and a manageable 3rd down possibility here for Homestead. 3rd and about 3. Islanders made their first 3rd down conversion on the moments ago. Now Balistrieri under center, takes the snap, and he'll keep it on the ground. This is Joe Ullman, and Ullman could go the distance. 10, 5, touchdown, Joe Ullman, 47 yards. Ullman got into some open yard field position, and he goes 47 yards for the touchdown. And the Highlanders are on the board at 6-0 pending the extra point. Ryan Quinn will hold. O'Brien will kick the extra point. Lines are down. Snap, ball down. Kick up to the uprights. It is good. And Homestead will take the early lead. It is the Homestead Highlanders 7 and the West Bend East Suns 0. You're watching live coverage of high school football on West Bend Community TV. The Bear Barry Hirsch with Tom Stoff coming to you live from Carl Pick Stadium, where Homestead takes their opening drive tonight. 6 plays, 77 yards. Joel Ullman converts on the third down with a 47-yard run. The extra point is good, and Homestead has the early lead now at 7-0. So West Bend East will get the football back, now trailing. Here's the return, getting up across the 45 to about maybe the 46-yard line. So a good one there for Bublitz on the return, and we'll see now what Jeff Rondorf can come up with as his team is trailing at 7-0. Early going, though, still a long way to go in this one. 7:23 in the opening quarter, but now the Suns will play catch-up. Suns went 3 and out on their first series. Try to get a little bit more of a sustained drive now behind quarterback Peyton Fountain. And they'll take the first play on the ground across the 45 into territory, down near about the 42-yard line for Colton Kress. So Kress got some running room, and they're going to give Kress the first down. They'll mark him down at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. That's the first down of the night by the Suns. Fountain going to take the snap. Now he'll roll off to his right. Pump fakes it. Shot. Got his man open at the 35-yard line. Good completed pass. And that was a good one for about 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Suns. Trying to come back now and tie this game. Again, we'll be doing the text the booth announcer tonight. We'll get you that number here in a few moments. Fountain from the gun, takes the snap. And he's going to keep it on the ground to Kress. Kress cuts it inside. Near the first down marker. If he didn't get it, he's going to be very shy of it. Maybe less than a yard to go. And it's going to be maybe the nose of the football shy of a first down for West Bend East. And they're going to give the Suns a first down. Now at the 32, 1st and 10. Fountain takes the handoff. Fountain rolling over to his left, looking, now throwing down the sideline and incomplete. Had a good lead there on his man, Lichtensteiger. But Lichtensteiger was unable to come up with the catch. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Suns. Clock stop with 5:33 to play here in the opening quarter. 7-0, Homestead with the lead. As the Highlanders marched it right down the field on their opening drive, going 6 plays and 77 yards. Suns now in their 4th play of this drive. Fountain will go from the gun formation, takes the low snap, and he'll hand it off. And a good run for a first down. And finally brought down at about the 20-yard line is Colton Kress. So that'll be another first down for West Bend East. As the Suns continue to roll the football now on this 2nd drive of the night. Good show of poise here by Fountain and the offense. Not letting that early touchdown get them there at this point. Looking to tie things up. Fountain out of the gun. I formation. One receiver to the left. And penalty flags coming out, and this one might cost the Suns a few yards. And it will be. False start against the Suns. So a 5-yard penalty. And while we have this time, we can tell you again, text the booth announcer And the text the booth announcer number is 920-918-0007. Again, 920-918-0007. All right, 1st and 15 now for the Suns. Back at the 24-yard line. Fountain again out of the gun. Two receivers left, one right, one running back. Fake the handoff. Fountain rolling off to his left. Throws one down the sideline. It's caught it complete. And pushing it forward to about the 12-yard line. Nate King with the reception and the good one there. And King gets a good amount of that yardage back and then some. So he gets about 11 or 12 on that one back, and it'll set up a 2nd down and 3. Down at the 12-yard line. Fountain stays in the gun. Takes the snap. Keeps it on the ground as Colton Kress running with it that time. And Kress punches it down to about the 7-yard line. And 1st and goal. So the Suns have a 1st and goal at the 7 as they look to come back now and tie this game up. Fountain directly under center, takes the snap. And, oh, man, not much happening as they tried to run it off to the right side on that play. As Lichtensteiger tried to carry it, and he was met immediately by Homestead. So, actually, Lichtensteiger going to get a 2-yard loss. And now 2nd and goal for West Bend East back at the 10-yard line. 3:32 to play here in a fast-paced first quarter. Fountain to go back out of the gun now. Split his receivers. One left, one right. Takes the snap. And the handoff on the ground inside the 10. 5. Get into that end zone, baby. Is he in? Yes. A touchdown for the West Bend East Suns. Colton Kress, 10-yard touchdown. And the Suns are an extra point away from tying this game up. Good comeback drive by the Suns after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive to Homestead. And now an opportunity to tie this game up. Oh, high snap, and Fountain going to have to try to throw it into the end zone, and no, not able to get it. So Homestead will maintain the lead. It is now Homestead 7 and West Bend East 6. You're watching live coverage of West Bend East High School football on West Bend Community TV. Back here at Carl Pick Stadium, 3:09 to play in what's been a very exciting first quarter so far. Homestead scores on their opening drive. The Suns come back and answer the call on an 8-play, 53-yard drive. Colton Kress going 10 yards for the score, but the Suns miss the extra point. So it's 7-6. And now the Suns will go back on defense. And here's the approach. And it's a line drive, bobbles it through. Picked up by one of the backs over there. That's Anthony Chung. Chung trying to forward the football, and he has stopped at a little over the 30-yard line. So they'll mark it officially at about the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. At the 37, 1st and 10. Balistrieri straight under center with a full house backfield. Takes the snap. And now here's his pitch coming back over to Ullman, who scored the touchdown earlier. And Ullman got some running room across the 50, down to about the 49-yard line for a Highlander 1st down. And they'll say Ullman was actually out of bounds at midfield, but it's still enough for a 1st down. Balistrieri sets it up. Takes the snap. And the handoff again comes to Ullman. Breaks a tackle inside the 45. Ullman down to about the 42-yard line. A gain of about 8 that time. So Ullman right now being the workhorse so far with this Highlander offense. 2nd and 2 with 2:05 to play in the opening quarter. 7-6 Highlanders leading the Suns. Balistrieri fake the pass. Now throwing one down the field. Man open. Caught. 10-5. Touchdown Homestead. Aiden Rice with the reception. And that one came back just as quickly for Homestead, only needing 3 plays on that drive. And now it's 13-6 Homestead. And now we'll await the extra point. Lines are down, snap, kick up to the uprights. It is good. And Homestead comes storming right back, wasting no time. New score is now Homestead 14, West Bend East 6. You're watching live coverage of high school football on West Bend Community TV. Back live here at Carl Pick Stadium as the rain now starts to come down here. Again, it was a call forecasted for scattered showers, and people came prepared as the umbrellas come out. Homestead bounces right back following the East touchdown with their second one of the night. 3 plays, 63 yards. Aiden Rice going 42 yards on the catch. Now the kickoff coming from Gilbert. Little bounce of one, picked up at the 10, 15, bounce to the 20, 25, out to the 30, 35. And a collar tackle made across the 35 at about the 37-yard line. And Gates asking the official, hey, come on, where's the call there? But it's a pretty good return for Gates and the Suns. First and 10 at the 37. So now we'll see if the Suns can answer the call a second time and come back with a score. Fountain shotgun formation, split receivers, 2 left, 2 run left. Handoff, punching it up to the 40, maybe across to the 41-yard line is Colson Kress. And Kress gets a good gain there of about 5. It'll set up 2nd and 5. Fountain waits. Oh, low snap. Gets it off, though. Handoff. Coming to Krause. And Krause across the 45, about to the 46. Make that Colton Kress. So it's going to be a first down for the Suns. At the 49-yard line with 1 minute to play in the opening quarter. And Homestead leading the Suns 14-6. Fountain gun formation, rolling to his right. Throws one over and short of his intended receiver out there. Fountain was under a lot of pressure and just got it off, but Nate King couldn't come up and get the reception. So no gains, 2nd and 10 for the Suns at the 49-yard line. Stopping us with 47 seconds here in the opening quarter. Suns up to the line now as Fountain checks his playbook. 1 receiver right, 2 running backs. Fountain takes the snap, fakes the handoff in the pocket. Going to throw it over to that far right side. Incomplete. As it was not good there as Nate King. King was trying to play it out that he was interfered with before the ball got to him, and we'll see if indeed the officials rule it that way. And it is going to be just that, pass interference against Homestead. So that'll be enough to move it up for the Suns. And that'll give the Suns an automatic first down. So now it's a 36, 1st and 10. Handoff, first back, running it through to the 35. To about the 34-yard line goes Lichtensteiger. And it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Suns, and clock down to 20 seconds in the quarter. We'll see if we have enough to get a play off before the quarter break. Fountain in there, breaks the huddle. And they're not going to get it off. That's going to be the end of the quarter. All right, 1 quarter has been played here in the North Shore Conference opener between West Bend East and Homestead. And after 1 quarter, it is the Homestead Highlanders 14 and the West Bend East Suns 6. You're watching live coverage of high school football with the West Bend East Suns on West Bend Community TV, on YouTube channel, and on the internet. Coming to you live from Carl Pick Stadium here on West Bend Community TV, on the YouTube channel, and on the internet. The Bear Barry Hirsch along with Tom Stoff. 14-6 in favor of Homestead. We've got our first shout out for the night coming from my friend TC. Howdy Bear, let's go Suns. So here we go, first play of the second quarter. As they've shifted sides, here's Fountain now rolling out. Fountain throwing one down, intending to get first receiver in and out. Oh, man. John Heinz was the intended receiver and couldn't come up with the grab. So it becomes 3rd down and 8 now for West Bend East. Suns 0 of 1 on 3rd down conversions. Rain coming down pretty steady here now at Carl Pick Stadium. We're dry up here in the press box, though. That's nice. And we have a penalty that's been called on Homestead, it appears. And this is a big one, a 15-yard penalty on Homestead. So that gives the Suns another automatic 1st down without having to try the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 now at the 19-yard line. Fountain out of the gun, takes the low snap. Tries the handoff, pushing it down inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line for Colton Kress. And a pickup of 3, so it'll be 2nd down and 7. Fountain to go out of the gun. Split receivers, 1 left, 1 right. And handoff to the 20, 15. Penalty flag down as Kress pushes it inside the 15 down to about the 12-yard line. And we'll see what this penalty is on. Homestead reacting as if it's going to go against West Bend East. And the Suns kind of thinking the same thing as they start backing up their offense. So holding penalty against the Suns. 2nd penalty against West Bend East. So 2nd and 17 for the Suns. Fountain goes back to the gun formation. Trips to the left this time with 1 running back. Low snap again. Fountain, pump fake. Now throws it over. Caught right away, but dropped down. But now another penalty flag in the backfield area. And this one might be negated and coming back. Generally that one also in the area of a holding, but we'll see. And that's what it is, holding against West Bend East. So that'll cost them another few yards. And they're almost back where this drive had started. Now they're back to the 43-yard line. Suns need to get all the way down to the 10-yard line to pick up a 1st down. So they got a ways to go. Shotgun formation. Takes the snap, looking. Now throwing it over. It's caught. And, whoa, what a playoff there. And brought it down inside the 20, down to about the 13-yard line. Wow. Krause was the intended receiver, and then Taylor comes up and picks one up and gets some big yardage gain there. And now it's going to be 3rd down And about 5 for the Suns. Need to get it to the 10-yard line for a first and goal. Fountain from the gun takes the snap. Handoff coming around the right side, trying to push that line through. And we'll see if Kress, where they give him the marking. I'll tell you, Kress is going to be very close. Official puts that ball down. It should be where it is a first down. They have not signaled for it yet. And it's possible they might want to bring it in for a measurement. From up here, it appears that Kress had enough for the first down. But they'll bring the chain gang in to mark it down officially. And they'll stretch the sticks out. First down. So first and goal for the Suns at the 9-yard line with 9:43 to play here in the first half. Suns trailing this game 14-6. Fountain sets things up out of the gun. Again, a low snap. Picked up and brought down behind the line for a loss as Kress picked up the drop football. So a good sustained drive here by the Suns, but that one took a little bit of a step back. This will be the 10th play of the drive for West Bend East. So back at the 13-yard line now. Fountain will set things up. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Fountain working to his right, throwing one down on the right side of the end zone, and incomplete, out of bounds. As it was intended for Krause, but Krause couldn't quite get to it. Fountain now 3 of 8 unofficially in the passing department. And it'll be 3rd and long, 3rd and 13. Suns 1 of 2 so far in the game on 3rd down conversions. You get a feeling, though, Jeff Rundorf might consider this being 4-down territory. All right, Fountain brings him out of the huddle up to the line. And we think we're going to get a timeout called. Yes, Jeff Rundorf will take a timeout. Timeout called, first one by West Bend East. 8:54 to play till halftime. Score remains Homestead 14 and West Bend East 6. You're watching live coverage of high school football on West Bend Community TV through the internet and on the YouTube channel. Coming to you live from Carl Pick Stadium in West Bend, the Bear Barry Hirsch, with camera operator Tom Stoff. 8:54 to play in the half, 14-6 Homestead. Suns now with a 3rd and 13 at the 13-yard line, so basically 3rd and goal. And the handoff from Fountain coming straight up inside the 10, going to be shy, as Kress will punch it down to about the 8-yard line. So Jeff Rondorf now with the call being made, as it'll be 4th and goal from the 8. And it looks like Rondorf is going to say, let's take the field goal. So a 25-yarder, down snap, kick through the uprights. It is good. 25-yard field goal. And the new score is now Homestead 14 and West Bend East 10. So Ian Gates, a 25-yard field goal for the Suns. A 12-play drive for the Suns. And the Suns back to within striking distance now at 14-10. And Mason Rell will now kick things off. 14-10, a good one here tonight under the rain and under the lights in West Bend. Homestead to get it back now for the first time in the second quarter. Nice reception, across the 30, 35, breaks a tackle and pushes it out to near the 40-yard line, right about the 39-yard line. And they'll put it down on the far hash mark right at the 40. So the Highlanders take their first possession of the second quarter. They scored on their 2 possessions of the 3 that they had in the first quarter. All right, here's Balistrieri now. Full house backfield. And here's the pitch coming over to Ullman. Ullman breaks one 40, 45, still on his feet. And Ullman pushes it out to near the 50-yard line. And that's going to be a first down for Ullman and Homestead. So Ullman doing some good running here in the first half. He's already scored a touchdown. Now at the 50, 1st and 10. Balistrieri straight under center. And again, give to Ullman. Ullman 45 and brought down at the 40. Penalty flag in the backfield. And this could most likely be coming back for a holding penalty against the Highlanders. And that's what it is, holding on the Highlanders. That's their 4th penalty already of the game. 4 penalties for 45 yards against the Highlanders here in the first half. Still over half this quarter to go, 7:43. So back to the 41-yard line, and it's 1st and 19. Balistrieri back to pass, lost it over the right side, and incomplete. Tried a quick one there to Joe Rossman, and Rossman was out of his grasp. So it'll be 2nd and 19. Again, don't forget, we're texting the booth announcer, 920-918-0007. 920-918-0007. any kind of a text message or hello you want to do. It'll be 3rd down and 19. Jim from the 414 area code saying hello. So hello to Jim. And another one thrown way down. Incomplete. So 4th down, and the Highlanders will punt. Also, someone in the 262 area code calling in to say hello on the text the booth announcer. 920-918-0007. Like to hear from everybody. First punt of the night coming up for the Highlanders now. And a nice, high, booming kick back at the 18-yard line. Going to try to forward this one up. 20, 30, 35, and across the 36 to about the 37-yard line. Good return there by Bublitz under some heavy traffic. So the Suns will go back on offense, trailing this game 14-9. Rain has dissipated a little bit, just a light shower coming down now. Fountain brings him out of the huddle. He'll go out of the gun formation, trips to the right, takes the snap. Good protection, throwing it down the right sideline. Throw! Popped away as a nice defense down there by Anthony Chung, and defended Nate King to try to get it. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Suns. Again, our other West Bend team tonight, the Spartans, are opening up on the road down on the lakeshore at Whitefish Bay. Tough one there for them. From the 414 area code, that Statue of Liberty play from East was amazing. Yes, it was. There's Fountain with the handoff, riding the pile across the 40, up to the 42-yard line goes Kress, and now a late flag coming out. And we'll have to see what this late flag penalty is as the officials gather to talk it over and decide. Ooh, that one's going to cost the Suns. Personal foul called against West Bend East.
So here's my question. When we go to Panther, can we play rules outside service here on the Panther? And then play an outside shoulder straight.
So they'll mark it off 15 yards. And now it'll be 2nd down and long for West Bend East. 4th penalty for 40 yards against the Suns. Highlanders also have 4 penalties for 45 yards. So both teams getting the penalty bug bites here tonight. Suns had to burn a timeout in the first quarter, so they have 2 remaining. With just under 7 minutes to play here in the half. Trailing at 14-9. All right, Fountain goes out of the gun, takes the snap, and a short pass and dropped out there. Nate King tried to get the grasp on it and he couldn't. And now it's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 25 for the Suns. Fountain runs the play back in from the sideline. Fountain takes the snap, looking, throwing one over, caught, but brought down on under his own momentum. Back down to about the 28-yard line to Dan Krause. And it's going to be 4th and long. So the Suns will have to punt this one away. It'll be their second punt of the night. As Fountain will go back to punt this, and the Highlanders will get the football back. Fountain stands, a high snap again this time. Fountain, though, gets a good boot into it. Fair catch taken at about the 42-yard line by Anthony.
Guys, relax down there.
So just under 6 minutes to go here in the first half, 5:58. Homestead leading West Bend East 14-9. Now Balistreri, all 3 timeouts remaining now for the Highlanders on this drive beginning. Full house backfield. Handoff coming around and stopped right away is Tyler Miller. Tyler Miller is dropped right away in his tracks for a loss in the backfield. Good play there by Jackson Liebhaumler for the Suns. So a good one there. 2nd and 15 on a 5-yard loss. Balistreri now works out of the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Balistreri keeps it himself, cuts it inside. 45, 50, still on his feet inside the 45-yard line. Sal Balistreri does it all himself and gets the Highlanders a first down. Fourth first down of the night by Homestead. And it gets him inside to Suns territory now to the 45-yard line with 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Balistreri takes the snap. Handoff coming across. And it breaks one down to about the 30-yard line. Goes Ullman. And another first down. Back-to-back first down runs by the Highlanders. Now at the 32. Again, a full house backfield for Balistreri. And again, the handoff coming to Ullman, and Ullman breaks one through inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line on another first down. 3 straight plays and 3 straight first downs for the Highlanders. As they now smelling the end zone again and look to go up by another score if they can. Leading it 14-9. Suns defense now back on their heels this drive. Balistreri from the gun, takes the high snap, takes it himself. And he'll push it down to about the original line maybe for a no gainer. So 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line for the Islanders taking a lot of time in that huddle. Now break the huddle. Balistrieri takes the snap. And the handoff. Ball loose on the ground. Suns say they have it. And they do. Suns recover the fumble. First turnover of the night is a fumble. And the Suns recover it. So the Suns will have it first down. A little bit deep in the territory, back at the... And now personal foul being called on the Suns. It's got to have come after the play. So that's going to back them up even a little bit more. They're going to put it inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. So at the 4-yard line, 1st and 10. Suns have 2 timeouts remaining. Ullman fumbled the football as he was carrying it good, but so first down inside the 5 at the 4. Got several shout-outs that we want to try to get into as Kress will carry the ball for the first down. Give Kress about a 2 or 3 yard gain. Second down and 7. From the 715 area code, enjoying the great broadcast, Randy and Diane, Owen Carlson's uncle and aunt, watching the game tonight from Ironwood, Michigan. Well, thank you for watching us tonight here from Ironwood, Michigan. Second down at the 7. And Fountain going to keep it himself now. Does a pitch. And as he goes pushing it up and close to the 14-yard line goes Kress. And that's enabling the Suns to set up a manageable third down possibility here. Maybe even going to give him a first down. They'll give him the first down. All right. And we have some Highlander fans watching us back on the 414 area code tonight saying, great game, go Highlanders. Appreciate the game commentary. Well, thank you from the 414 area code. Coming up on 2 minutes to play here in the half. 14-9, Homestead leading West Bend East. Suns with 2 timeouts, now faced with a 1st and 10. Fountain, gun formation, takes the snap, fakes it, rolling out to his right, now throws it over, it is caught, and it's going to be a good yardage pick out of about 9 on that one, as Sawyer Lichtensteiger gets the catch. And it looks like we'll get a timeout maybe? Yes. Jeff Rondorf will take his 2nd timeout. So they're left with 1 timeout remaining. Gives us a chance to pass along another hello. Want to say hello to my brother Sean, who's watching from Rapid City, South Dakota, while serving in the United States Air Force. So Billy's saying hi to his brother Sean, watching the game tonight from Rapid City, South Dakota, and serving us in the U.S. Air Force. Thank you very much, and God bless you for serving our country. And if you would like to send along a well wish or a hello, plenty of time to do so as we get ready for halftime and then go to the second half. Text the booth announcer, and the number to do that is 920-918-0007. Again, 918-0007. With Tom Stoff, I'm the Mayor Barry Hirsch. 1:37 to play in the first half. Coming out of the timeout now, Suns with a 2nd down and 1. Fountain with trips to the right and one lone running back. In a gun formation, takes the snap. In the pocket, looking. Now throwing it over deep, and it's going to be almost intercepted. Crowley was there on the coverage all over Nate King. And it'll be 3rd and 2 now for the Suns. The incomplete pass stops the clock with 1:31 to play in the first half. Suns just 1 out of 4 so far in the first half on 3rd down conversions. Fountain gun takes the snap, handoff. Now he'll keep it himself. And Fountain going to be brought down back at the 20-yard line, so he will not get the first down. And Homestead will take their first timeout to stop the clock and give their offense a chance to work with the football, as it's going to be 4th and long for the Suns. And if you're tuning in our broadcast for the first time, we do stay live throughout halftime. You'll still see pictures coming to you live here from Carl Pick Stadium, but no commentary. I'll take a break myself also and then come back with some first half highlights for you just prior to the second half kickoff. So don't readjust your TV monitors if you don't hear anything coming from us during halftime. Low snap, but the punt is able to be getting away. As a run back trying to be made out there by Miller. And a chance now for Homestead with 2 timeouts. And the Highlanders might have a chance to do something, although there is a flag now right at about the 42-yard line. And the officials will be a legal block against Homestead. So another penalty on the Highlanders. That's 5 penalties for 55 yards here in the first half. So 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line for Homestead. Both their scores coming in the first quarter. This will be their 3rd possession of the second quarter. Balistrieri going to dig one down the field. Oh, nice spiral pass. Intended it for Joe Ullman, and Ullman's incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. First of 2 straight home games for West Bend East. Next week, East will play host to the Orioles of Hartford. Now Balistrieri on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Trying to get some running room, but the Sun defense there to stop him right away. After maybe a yard pickup for Balistrieri, maybe 2 if the most. So it'll be 3rd down and about 8. Homestead 1 out of 2 on 3rd down conversions. And at this point, Matt Wolf Going to have his offense take as much time as possible and just run this clock out here and take the 14-9 lead to the locker room. Balistrieri from the gun, takes the snap, keeps it himself. Balistrieri has a first down, but it's going to be negated because a penalty flag coming, and that's going to be another holding penalty against Homestead. So holding against Homestead. And given the fact that they got a good game there, obviously the Suns will accept that penalty. Penalties here in the first half have been the Achilles heel for Homestead. That is their sixth penalty for 65 yards. Now Balistrieri will set it up back at the 40-yard line. Make it the 39-yard line. Takes the snap out of the gun. Looking things over. Going to air one down the field and incomplete. Almost picked off out there. Nice defensive pressure down there by Liebom for the Suns. And now it'll be fourth down with just 2 seconds to play in the half. So Balistrieri will come, probably just going to kneel it down and finish the half. And he doesn't. Instead, they're going to run the play over to Ullman. Ullman cuts it through, and Ullman is brought down at about the 47-yard line, and that'll be the final play of the first half. So we've played one half here tonight, and your score at halftime is the Homestead Highlanders 14 and the West Bend East Suns 9. Once again, don't change that dial or turn away. We will be still sending you a live feed here from Carl Pick Stadium throughout the halftime. More coverage coming up in the second half. You're watching live coverage of high school football, West Bend East against Homestead, on West Bend Community TV's live coverage on YouTube and on the web.
Bradley Schmidt. Number 33, Xavier with David and Kelly Deputies. Number 34, Logan with Stephanie and Derek Greger. Number 40, Andrew with Clint and Jesse Barker. Number 44, Sawyer with Ryan and Christine Lichtensteiger. Number 50, Emerson with Todd and Jenny Ork. Number 52, Jackson with Joe and Jessica Liebum. Number 53, Miles with Mara and Gar Nelson. Number 54, Matthew with Tim and Julie Zier. Number 55, Michael with Jeff and Lisa Kern. Number 60, Connor with Brian and Karen Foyt. Number 61, Michael with Jim and Lisa Balkowski. Number 65, Jonathan with Kenny Doro and Brooke Vincent. Number 67, Mitchell with Bill and Cheryl Olson. Number 70, Stephen with Mike and Wendy Henry. Number 72, Dylan with Eric and Brandy Glenecki. Number 74, Thaddeus with Raymond and Leslie Jameson. Number 76, Owen with Ira and Amy Porter. Number 78, Elijah with Charles Sanders. Number 84, Alex with Jeff and Brenda Gonzalez. And number 88, John with Joe and Julie Heinz. That is your West Benny's varsity football parents. Next is our varsity dance team. Michaela with Barbara and Tim Craighead. Abby with Jessica and Kevin Frederick. Sarah with Peggy and Rob Schmidt. Caitlin with Dawn Schleimer. Ariana Christensen with Autumn Connect and James Christensen. Reagan with Amy Joe and Tom Cunningham. Michaela with Sarah and Kurt Schrader. Marley with Jen and Scott Andre. Gia Burgos with Jessica and Jake Brunau. And Aubrey with Corey and Joe Turcott. And our JV, looks like a lot less down there than's on my list. I've got number 1, Brett with Dennis McNamara. Is that number 4? I'm going to try to see which numbers are down there. I've got number 4, Jalen with Giselle Gordon. Next up is 14, Quinn with Dan and Sue Garvey. Is that 2 kids? Yeah. All right, I'm thinking this is 20, Caleb and Jacob. Parents of Kristen and Brian, parents of Caleb and Jacob. Got it. And 76, Charles with Brian and Stephanie Benning. Awesome. Thanks to our parents again, ladies and gentlemen, here is West Bend East Varsity Dance. Let's hear it for West Bend East Varsity Dance. Great job, ladies. West Bend East Dance is brought to you by AEW Iron and Metal, Gibbingers, Jersey Mike Subs, Jumbo's Frozen Custard, Mrs. Chabot's Salon, Wingate BP, Knuckleheads, Holzhauer Hewitt and Barta Orthodontics, and Butera by Symphony Ann. West Bend East Varsity Dance. Once again, tonight's winning 50-50 raffle number 644-1255. 644-1255. Where does the winner record? Down by the... Yeah. Okay. If you've got that winning ticket, you can claim your riches down by the track level by the dance team. This looks so bad. Oh, God. Should we get them off the field? Oh, yeah.
Let's hope someone comes down there.
And I would say if by close to the end of the half, let me write it down. Okay. 6-4-4-1. Every random kid's running out.
Thank you. Yeah, they only handed me one.
I suppose that's our youth team. It's not just like. Very common. It's common, as you know, in basketball. Not when you have them around there. Party record. I see down there.
Are you catching up with the refs?
Liberal interpretation.
Yes, of a supervisor. Not anymore, you turn around. Or he's telling him to stay over there. I'm gonna go get the soda. 8 minutes. You got any 80s you can crank?
Yeah.
You got 8 minutes. Actually, hell, 10 minutes of it.
you what the number is.
Can you tell me? 'Cause I only heard a little bit of it.
6441255.
Only 100 off. Okay, thank you.
Attention football fans, just a reminder, tonight's 50-50 winning raffle number was 6441255. Once again, tonight's winning 50-50 number was 6441255.
No update score yet on the West game.
Want me to guess?
Well, this still shows first quarter, but I mean, obviously they got to be at half by now.
Not a base score, 35. The West Bus will pull it in and Wilson's playing.
Wow, wow, wow. Live coverage here tonight of high school football. Friday night under the lights. Every Friday night here on West Bend Community TV. Tonight we are at Carl Pick Stadium. We're at halftime in the North Shore Conference opener between the West Bend East Suns and the Homestead Highlanders. Homestead leading it 14-9. Homestead got their first score of the night on the Achilles heel for both teams right now. West Indies 5 penalties.
Remember the Homestead guy kicked off twice short. And then he had the good kickoff, and then he kicked off and then scored.
So back here at Carl Pick Stadium, the Bearberry Hirsch, halftime, 14-9. Homestead took an early lead in this game tonight. Joe Ullman, a 47-yard touchdown run, kept off a 6-play, 77-yard drive. Suns came right back on their next drive in the first quarter. 8-play, 53-yard drive. Colton Kress with the score, but no extra point, made it 7-6. On the next kickoff, it went right back to Homestead. They took it to the 37-yard line. They didn't need a lot of time as they would go 63 yards, including a 42-yard touchdown reception from Aiden Rice to make it 14-6. And the scoring was closed out then in the early second quarter as a 25-yard field goal by Ian Gates for the Suns made it 14-9. Suns are 1 for 5 on third down conversions. Homestead, 1 of 3. Homestead with 6 first downs tonight so far. The Suns with 9. Penalties, both teams not doing well there. 5 penalties, 50 yards for the Suns. 6 penalties, 65 yards for the Highlanders. 14-9 the score as we get set for the second half. Let's send along some shout-outs to you that are coming in at 920-918-0007. First off, shout out to the Highlanders enjoying the broadcast. (23-7) Whitefish Bay leading West. And we apologize for the audio technical difficulties here, but we are back now. Set to go for the second half. Highlanders will get the football first. Here's the kickoff by Rell. And it's going to be taken down there by Chung. Chung refers to the football. Chung has a chance to return this one. Chung with one man to beat. Chung still on his feet. And Chung finally brought down inside the 25, down to about the 26-yard line. Anthony Chung, a huge return to start the second half. And he sets up Highlanders in excellent field position. 1st and 10 for Homestead at the 28-yard line. What a good second half return by Anthony Chung. And the first down play, handoff coming to Ullman. Ullman's breaking one through inside the 10. And Ullman with a big one there. And it'll be first down for Homestead. Quick shout out here. Hi from the Gates family in Bloomington, Wisconsin, watching our broadcast tonight. First and goal now at the 9-yard line. Islanders coming out of the locker room smoking and looking to make a statement now. Balistrieri takes the snap, handoff to Ullman. And Ullman gets it down inside the 10. It'll be second down and goal. Happy 23rd birthday to Hayden Beimborn, brother of number 12 on West Bend East. Second and goal at the 7-yard line. Balistrieri straight, takes the snap. Handoff, running the tackle through. It's Ullman. And Ullman stopped inside the 10, but penalty flags coming out. Enjoying the coverage tonight in the 262 area code. Shout out going to Grandpa Bill. Watch his grandson, Sal Balistrieri. Go Homestead Highlanders. Well, Grandpa, your grandson doing pretty well so far. But the Highlanders pick up a penalty. 7th penalty of the game now against the Highlanders. Sets up a second and goal at the 16-yard line. Just underway here in the second half at Homestead, coming out of the locker room smoking. Balistrieri under center. Takes the snap. And he'll ride it off to the second back around, and not that time, as Miller is stopped dead in his tracks. And it'll be third down now for Homestead. At the 17, third and goal now. Balistrieri under center, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, now throwing it over the middle, wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. Mark Hartley with the 17-yard reception. So the Highlanders convert on a third down. And they come out of the locker room smoking, moving that one straight down the field. All set up by the big run by Anthony Chung. Here's the extra point attempt. Kick to the uprights is good. And Homestead with a big statement to open up play here in the third quarter. It's now Homestead 21 and West Bend East 9. You're watching live coverage of high school football with the West Bend East Suns on West Bend Community TV, live on the internet and on the YouTube channel. So Anthony Chung on the big return all the way down to the 28-yard line for Homestead sets up the offense in beautiful position, and the Highlanders only need 5 plays to go in and score and make it now a 21-9 game. Highlanders were held scoreless in the second quarter by the Suns, but they come out strong here to start this third quarter. Gilbert now will kick things off to put it back in play. Here it is. Line drive kick. Rolling around, bumbled around, picked up down there. Going to cost him, and oh, look out. And it will cost him as a herd of Highlanders come out and make the tackle inside the 20 at about the 15-yard line. And Chung coming in to make the stop on that one after making the big return.
We got 32 in the game with 7.
So the Suns will have their first chance now to start the second half. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. Soccer scored a pass along to you. Kettle Moraine Lutheran defeating West Bend West in soccer 5-0. Here's a Pav going off on the handoff, coming around inside the 20. And Crest gets it out to maybe the 23 or 24-yard line. So got about a gain of 7 on that one, so it'll be 2nd down and 3. Fountain goes out of the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Fountain rolling over that way, throwing one and incomplete. Had it in the belly of his intended receiver, but it's incomplete. Fountain now 6 out of 14 on 3rd down passing. It will be 3rd down and 3. Suns were only 1 of 5 on 3rd down conversions in the first half. Look to improve and need one here now with Fountain on the line. Takes it, handoff, pushing it through. Penalty flags as Crest crosses the 25 to about the 26-yard line. And we'll see what this penalty is. It's going to be holding on the Suns. So neither team has a lot to write home about at all tonight on penalties. That's now 6 penalties for 60 yards against West Bend East. Homestead right now also not looking good. They've committed 7 penalties for 75 yards. Scored a pass along to our West Bend crowd here tonight. Our other team, the Spartans, mentioned they're down in Whitefish Bay taking on the Blue Dukes. They are losing in the 3rd quarter, 23-7. Whitefish Bay leading West Bend West in the 3rd quarter, 23-7. So after the mark-off, puts the ball all the way back at the 12-yard line, and it'll be 3rd down and long for the Suns. Wholesale substitutions coming in on this 3rd down try now for the Suns. Fountain, gun formation. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Takes the snap, rolls out, looking, now going to throw one deep, a good spiral down the field. And it is incomplete and a penalty flag. And we might have pass interference called against Homestead, as they were all over the intended receiver. And if it is on Homestead, that would give the Suns a good field position. There it is, pass interference on Homestead. And it should be a spot of the infraction, so it should be a 1st down for the Suns. And it's not from the... Now they're discussing it, if it's 3rd and short or 1st and 10. And they'll still decide that one. And again, we apologize. They're experiencing some audio difficulties in and out throughout the course of the broadcast tonight. We ask you to bear with us on that. Coming into the 414 area code, we support our cousin Sal Balistreri. Much love from the Germano family. All right, so it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Suns. Try to get the first down now, are the Suns. 1 of 5 so far on 3rd down conversions. Here's Fountain, going to keep it himself. Push that pile forward. And from up here, it appears that Fountain should have enough for the first down as they break up the pile. Down box has been changed to first down. So a first down for the Suns. Puts the ball now at the 28-yard line. Homestead came out of the locker room here in the 3rd quarter, stormed it right down the field for a score. Suns now in their opening drive of the 3rd quarter, pick up an initial first down. Now at the 28, 1st and 10. Fountain, gun formation, takes the snap. In the pocket, throwing it over, and it's caught. Nice one there to Hinst. Heinz gets it. And they'll mark him across the 30 at about the 32-yard line. So 2nd and 5 for the Suns. Fountain takes the snap. And up coming through, first down and some more. 45-50, one man to beat, 40, 35, and he's finally brought down at the 30-yard line by Jack Crowley. But a big play and a big run there by Colton Kress. And a Suns first down. And there's no penalty flags on that one. Biggest run of the night by any Suns player, and it goes to Colton Kress. Now 1st and 10 down at the 30. Power I formation now. Receiver split, one left, one right. Here's Fountain, going to throw one down the sideline, and incomplete. Had his man down there, as in not quite good clean up with it was Daniel Krause. So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 30. 6:49 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Islanders leading the Suns 21-9 on a touchdown to start things off here in this 3rd quarter. Fountain again, same formation, takes the snap. This time they'll keep it on the ground, running it down inside the 25. Colton Kress will be brought down for a gain of about 5. So much like they did in the 1st quarter when they gave up that opening touchdown to Homestead, Suns came back and scored a touchdown. The Suns looking to do the same thing here. This will be the 8th play of the drive, which started back at the 17-yard line. 3rd and 4 at the 24. Fountain again out of the power I. And again, handoff on the ground to Colton Kress. And Kress inside the 15, maybe down to the 14-yard line. And it'll be very close. And it will be a first down. So now 1st and 10 at the 20. Under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter, but Suns on a run here. Looking to draw closer. They need a few more scores. Fountain takes the snap. And Kress will run it around and inside the 20. Homestead initially saying they picked up a fumble, but no case there. So at about the 18-yard line, a gain of about 2. Good sustained drive going here by the Suns right now. This will be the 10th play of the drive coming up. 2nd and 9 at the 19. Fountain out of the gun again. Takes the snap. And the handoff getting nothing that time. Maybe a yard if generous for Kress. So Kress starting to get a load of the work here. And now it'll be 3rd and 8 for West Bend East. He's just 2 of 6 on third downs. Setting up with one running back and trips to the right. Fountain out of the gun. Throws it over the right side. Overshot his intended receiver. Not able to get it. And it'll be 4th down. And Jeff Rondorf says, we're going for it, boys. 4th and 8 at the 18. So need to get down to the 10-yard line to get a 1st and goal. First time tonight the Suns going for it on 4th down. Fountain from the gun. Low snap, lost the ball. Now Fountain's going to have to roll back on it and take the loss. Couldn't quite get it to come around. And the Suns turn it over on downs. Despite the big run by Colton Kress on that drive, they come away with nothing. So at the 32-yard line, it goes back over to Homestead. And the first play, driving its way through, Ullman. Ullman been the workhorse here tonight for the Highlanders. Give him a gain of about 3 on that first carry. Ballestre breaks the huddle. Ballestre hasn't had to pass a lot tonight. He's only passed 6 times. He's completed 1 of those 6 passes. Keeps it on the ground again and trying to run there, but nothing that time. The Suns defense comes up and makes a big stop on Tyler Miller. Crane making the initial tackle on that one. Also helping him out was Caleb Shep. And now it's 3rd and 7. And we've got a player down for East, so that'll stop the clock and play with 3:14 to play here in the third quarter. Homestead leading 21-9.
Hey, football fans, we were just notified by our fine folks in the concession stand there are a lot of subs down there, so if you're still hungry.
And again, a reminder here in the second half, text the booth announcer available for you. 920-918-0007. That's 920-918-0007. Friday nights under the lights, week number 4 coming up next week on Friday night, September the 10th. Right back with West Bend East for their second of 2 home games. And they'll entertain the Hartford Orioles. So join us for coverage of that game here next Friday night. And our next game with the Spartans will be coming up in 2 weeks from tonight on the 17th when they play host to Nicolay. And actually, that will be the first of 2 times Nicolay comes here this week here. Then they come back here on the 8th of October to play the Suns. All right, 3rd and 7 for the Highlanders. Highlanders 2 out of 4 on third down conversions in the first half. First time they're going to go for it here in the third quarter. Ballestori out of the gun. Split receivers, one left, one right. Snap. Ballestori in the pocket. He's got time. Now it breaks down. Now Ballestori will have to run with it himself. And Ballestori goes down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose him as Crane comes up to make the tackle. And it'll be 4th down and 7, and Homestead will punt for only the second time tonight. They punted once in the second quarter. So the Suns defense makes a statement and makes a stop there on 3 plays, forcing a 3 and out. Here's the snap. High booted kick that time by Rossman. And it takes a favorable bounce for West Bend East. So with under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter, 158. Suns will get it at the 38-yard line. Looking to defeat Homestead for the first time ever in this short series. Homestead is 4-0 against West Bend East, having won in 2017, 18, 19, and in last year. All right, Fountain back on offense, out of the gun. Throws one over, incomplete. Wanted Daniel Krause, but Krause couldn't reach up for the catch. It'll be 2nd down. Last year, Homestead won 28-7. 2019, they won 38-6. 2018, it was 42-17. And the first year of conference play in the North Shore Conference, Homestead won it 32-3. So East trying to get a win here and break a 4-game losing streak to Homestead. Here's the snap. Fountain fakes the handoff. Now the pitch coming back. Fumble! And did he get down on it in time to recover the fumble himself? He did. But it's back at the 35-yard line. And now it's going to be 3rd and forever. Third down and 17 for West Bend East. Back at the 36-yard line. They need to get it all the way out to the 48-yard line. Fountain from the gun takes the snap. Now rolling off, looking and throwing one incomplete. No receiver even near the vicinity of that pass. And it'll be 4th down, and the Suns will have to punt.
We have 10 on right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11.
1:08 to play here in the third quarter. Nice high punt. Fair catch called right at the 40-yard line. And that is where the Highlanders will put it back in play. First and 10, good field position for the Highlanders at the 40-yard line with 61 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And they lead 21-9, a score on their opening drive of the half, a 5-play, 28-yard drive, capped off by the Hartleaf 17-yard touchdown reception. So here's Ballestori back under center now from the shotgun. And he'll run it off the other side up the middle, and nothing there as it's, I believe, whistled before the play got off. And it's going to be a penalty probably on Homestead. So evidently he ran it out of bounds. Under a minute to play in the third quarter now. Ballestery from the gun. Hands it off to Ullman. And Ullman for about a 2 or 3 yard carry.
Jacob Crane on the tackle, gain of 2 yards on the play, now second down and 8.
So 2nd and 8 for the Highlanders. Ballestery going to try to run one around himself. And he's going to be stopped shy of the first down. So it'll be 3rd and 2 now for Homestead. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. So only one score in the third quarter. It goes to Homestead, and they increase their lead. After 3 quarters, it is Homestead 21, West Bend East 9. You're watching live coverage of high school football on West Bend Community TV, live on the internet and on the YouTube channel.
That was the understatement of the evening.
21-9, Homestead leads West Bend West as we go to the fourth quarter. All right, Homestead now coming out, 3rd and 2. And the play is going to go for a first down and cross the 50 inside. And a first down for the Highlanders. Here's one that could go the distance. Oh, not quite. So it's an automatic, they get the first down. And it'll be first and goal. And they'll try run around the other side. Coming up a little bit. Score here by the Highlanders would realistically put it out of reach with the way the Suns have been playing tonight. Only one touchdown and a field goal. So 2nd and 5 at the 6 for the Highlanders. Here's Balistrieri with the handoff, pushing it up the middle. And the Sun defense there to make a stop. So now it'll be 3rd and 1. Highlanders are 3 out of 6 on 3rd down conversions. So they can get a 1st and goal if they can't get the touchdown on this play. 6th play of the drive. And they're pushing it up, and touchdown, Highlanders. Balistrieri himself for the touchdown. So Balistrieri gets the touchdown himself, and now makes it 27-9, pending the extra point. Lines are down as we get set for the O'Brien extra point. Snap, and O'Brien's not going to get the kickoff for the extra point. And a little bit of an encroachment there on the Suns. So they'll try it again. And now, since they're closer, they're going to go for 2. Balistrieri under center. And works it around, push it through. Touchdown. The extra point is good for 2 points by Ullman. So Homestead increases the lead. It's now 29. West Bend East, 9.
Attention families and friends, your West Bend East football team has an exciting event coming up that you won't want to miss. On Sunday, September 12th at 10 a.m., members of the girls swim team will combine with members of both football teams in an East versus West battle for the ages. Please consider coming to support these student athletes. Tickets are just $7 and include the post-meet tailgate meal.
Sal Balistrieri, the quarterback for the Homestead Highlanders, caps off a 6-play, 40-yard drive with a 2-yard run of his own. They go for the 2-point conversion after the penalty. It's good from Ullman. And it's a 20-point advantage now for Homestead here in the 4th quarter, 29-9. So after being held scoreless in the 2nd quarter, the Highlanders get a touchdown in the 3rd quarter and one here now in the 4th quarter. Suns will get it for the first time in this 4th quarter here in a moment. As it's going to be rolled back and dropped at the 20-yard line as Crest tried to get a return, but Homestead was there to drop him down. So down by 20.
Suns take over now, 1st down and 10 from their own 20-yard
Suns will have it 1st and 10 at the 20. All right, Fountain out of the gun on 1st and 10. Takes the snap in the pocket, going to throw it over. It is caught across the 30 at about the 31, maybe the 32-yard line to King as Nate King made that reception for the first down. It's only the 8th pass reception tonight thrown by Fountain. He's now 8 out of 20. But 13 first downs now for West Bend East. But they are down by 20. Fountain out of the gun, takes the snap. In the pocket, looking over, and it's almost picked off. It is. And it's going to be a pick six into the end zone. Touchdown on the interception, Sean West. Cole Ellsbury with the reception, touchdown, interception. So the first turnover of the night by the Suns is a costly one, as it's an interception that goes in for a touchdown by Cole Ellsbury. And it was what you called a quick pick six. Now the extra point attempt. The kick is going to be no good. But Homestead increases the lead off of that one. It's now Homestead 35 and West Bend East 9. So Homestead well in control now at 35-9. They are going to improve to 3-0 to start the season, and they'll go to 2-1. Let me try that again. They're going to be 3-0 to start the season, 1-0 in the North Shore Conference. West Bend East is going to drop to 1-2 and 0-1 in the conference. We're back here next week with West Bend East, as they will play host to the Hartford Orioles. So the Suns will get it right back now, unfortunately, after that interception for the pick six. And here's the kick, a line driving boot, forcing it back inside the 5, advancing to 15, 20, 25, and brought down there. So 1st and 10 again for the Suns. And they'll mark it at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Suns. Fountain back at the gun formation. 2 receivers left, 1 right. And Fountain on a little bit of a mix-up, keeps it himself, and maybe gets a yard. Well, still have an opportunity for text the booth announcer if you haven't had a chance yet tonight. Try it out, 920-918-0007. Again, that's 920-918-0007. Text the booth announcer. With 8.5 minutes remaining in the game, we can still get you in on a text the booth announce. 2nd and 10 for the Suns. Trailing 35-9. Fountain takes the snap in the pocket, throws it over in heavy traffic, does get the reception, however. Shy of the 35 at about the 33-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 3 at the 33. Suns are 3 of 9 on 3rd down conversions tonight. Fountain from the gun, takes the snap, and they'll try to run the play, and oh man, tackle down, and he is brought down by Hardleib, and they're going to get Hardleib, I think, for a collar catch there. As Hardleib brought him down all by, they're going to get him, yes, they'll call a face mask. So that'll be an automatic 1st down for the Suns. And when you're trailing this game by 35-9, you'll take anything you can get. That's been the only bad mark here tonight on Homestead, is now that is marked off. 9 penalties for 100 yards against Homestead tonight. So Matt Wolf going to take a look at the game film on this one tonight and say we need to clean up on these penalties. Here's Fountain now on the 1st down. And a carry coming up across the line and running it is Colton Kress, and Kress will carry it to midfield. So 2nd and 5. And you can see the ball just inside the 50 there, the WB at midfield. Fountain gun formation. Snap, takes it, looks it over, throws one at the side, near caught. And a good catch there by Daniel Krause on the near sideline. And it'll be 3rd down and about 2. Suns tonight, 3 out of 9 on 3rd down conversions. Fountain, power I formation, 1 receiver left, 1 right. Takes the snap, first back through, and nothing there. Oh, man. Just a wall of jerseys meeting Tyler Schmidt up there for the stop. And it was Brendan Long, the senior linebacker, 6 feet, 220 pounds, making that stop. And a loss, and it'll be 4th and 5. Oh, yeah, we sure did miss that student sections from schools last year. Here's the snap going to Fountain. He's rolling out to his left. He's going to throw it down the field, and it is incomplete. So the Suns go for it on 4th down. They miss it for the 2nd time tonight. They'll turn it over on downs. And Homestead gets it back with 5:04 to play in this football game, leading 35-9. So at the 48-yard line, Homestead with this game well in control, takes it back on offense. An offensive touchdown and a special teams defensive interception. for a pick six return. Here's the play running and a penalty flag coming out. Homestead's already been penalized for over 100 yards tonight, and this one's going to put it over the 100-yard penalty marker now. 10 penalties for 110 yards. And that's been, again, one of the only bad marks against this Highlander squad tonight so far. So back to the 39, 1st and 10, 4:50 and the clock running. Islanders will use all the time they can between plays here. Don't forget, next Friday night, the 10th of September, live coverage with West Bend East against Hartford here at Carl Pick Stadium. Balistrieri taking all the time he needs, takes the snap finally, hands this one off to C.J. Young. Young will cut it back inside and pick up a couple of yards for Homestead. Four minutes remaining. Boy, got to credit the Homestead student section tonight. They are in full force, and they are extremely vocal and having a great time. As well they should with their team up 35-9. Balistrieri under center, full house backfield. And Balistrieri with the handoff. Across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. Set up a 3rd and short, 3rd and about 1. West Bend West will remain on the road next week. They'll be playing over in Cedarburg against the Bulldogs in week number 4 of the season and the 2nd week of the North Shore Conference. 2:50 to play in the game and counting. Homestead on their way to victory here tonight. Fourth and 7. Clock continues to roll. And Homestead using, as we mentioned all the time, they're going to punt this one away. So West Bend East will get one final possession here tonight. And we're going to get a timeout. Nope, we get a delay game called on Homestead. Now 11 penalties on the Highlanders tonight. That one pretty much harmless. As again, unfortunately for West Bend East, this game is well in control and well decided. Thanks to everybody who did the Text the Booth announcer tonight. We'll do it again for you next week. We do have several more that we want to get out here yet, so. Hi from Colin tonight, sitting next to TC. From the 262 area code, shout out to Uncle Joe and Forrester cheering on Sal Balistrieri. Go Sal. And another one coming out of the 262 area code. Nice touchdown, Cole Ellsbury from Grandpa Bill. Grandpa Bill in the 262 area code. Thank you. All right, so the Suns will get it back with 1:32. Here's the snap to Fountain, and the handoff, breaks a tackle, gets it out across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. So Homestead will stay perfect against West Bend East as they will defeat them for the 5th straight year in as many tries. They're also going to improve to 3-0 on the season, 1-0 in the North Shore Conference. While the Suns are going to drop to 1-2 and 0-1 in the conference. Fountain takes the snap. He's going to air this one down the near sideline and incomplete. In and out of the grass, just a little bit too high for Nate King. Stops the clock with 49 seconds to play. 35-9. Also in the North Shore Conference right now, 4th quarter score. Hartford over Slinger, 24-20 in the 4th quarter. Here's a run up the middle by Kress. And maybe one more chance for a play here yet by East. With that conversion, Suns are now 4 of 11, but 15 first downs. 1st and 10 at the 36. Fountain brings them up to the line for what should be the final play of the game. They'll go out of the gun formation, take the snap. He'll air this one out down the near sideline. Caught by Daniel Krause at the 40-yard line for a first down. And they'll get one more chance again because of the clock stop to move the sticks. But they're not going to get a playoff. They're going to let this one go, and that is going to be the final score here tonight as Homestead will win. It is Homestead 39 and West Bend East 9 for your final score tonight. Homestead started this game out quickly tonight, got a touchdown on the first play of their opening series by Ullman, a 47-yard touchdown, made it 7-0. West Bend East came right back. Colton Kress, a 10-yard touchdown, capped off an 8-play, 53-yard drive, missed the extra point. It was 7-6. But then still in the first quarter, the Highlanders stormed right back on a 3-play, 63-yard drive. Aiden Rice, a 42-yard touchdown reception. It was 14-6. First half scoring concluded late in the second quarter on a Ian Gates 20-yard, 5-yard field goal to make it 14-9. In the second half, then, Homestead came out streaming with a buzz. Anthony Chung, a huge return all the way down to the 28-yard line to set up the series for Homestead. And they would only need 5 plays to go to 28 yards. Mark Hardleave, the 17-yard touchdown catch, and it was 21-9. Homestead then made it even more of a game at 29-9 in the early fourth quarter, a 6-play, 40-yard drive. Balistrieri, the 2-yard touchdown, and the 2-point conversion. And then Homestead concluded the scoring tonight with a pick 6 on the defense. Cole Ellsbury intercepts the pass, runs it back 20 yards for the score, and that's how it ends, 35-9 in favor of Homestead. Some unofficial statistics here for you tonight. Peyton Fountain, 9 out of 23 for passing. Third downs tonight, conversions. The West Bendy Suns were 5 out of 12 for third down conversions. Homestead was 3 out of 7 in third down conversions. Fourth down conversions, Suns were 0 of 2. Homestead 0 of 1. Penalties tonight, the Suns are penalized 6 times for 60 yards. And Homestead, that was a bad one for them. 11 penalties for 115 yards. First downs tonight, the Suns come up with 16 first downs. Homestead tonight comes up with 9 first downs. But the big number on the scoreboard is Homestead, 35 points, and West Bend East only 9 points. So Homestead goes to 3-0, 1-0 in the North Shore Conference, and the Suns will drop to 1-2 overall and 0-1 in the North Shore Conference. That wraps up our coverage here tonight at the Carl Pick Stadium. Our next broadcast again next Friday night live. Back again here with the West Bend East Suns as they'll play host to the Hartford Orioles. Tom Stoff will have all the camera angles for you. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play action. Until then, have a happy and safe Labor Day weekend. Go Badgers as they open up the season tomorrow at Camp Randall Stadium against the Penn State Nittany Lions. Until then, everybody, we'll talk to you again next Friday night. You've been watching live coverage of high school football on West Bend Community Television through the YouTube channel and on the internet.